Welcome to Hershey Raceway for Race 9 in Season 2 of the Liquid Thermostat Cup Series, the Hershey's 200. Today, 21 drivers will tackle the 1-mile oval in Hershey, Pennsylvania to see who will be crowned champion of the race. Here are your drivers to watch. David Ragan starts on the pole for the second consecutive race and wants to get a win in the Peanut Patch Ford here today. Matt Kenseth, winless so far this season, starts third and has a great shot of winning this race in the Dollar General Toyota. And his teammate, Denny Hamlin, having a frustrating season so far, almost last in points, and he wants to get a win here today and bounce back from all of that trouble. Here is your starting lineup. In row 1, we have David Ragan and Kevin Harvick. In row 2, we have Matt Kenseth and Ryan Newman. In row 3, we have Denny Hamlin and Michael Waltrip. In row 4, we have David Gilliland and Jeff Burton. In row 5, we have Jimmie Johnson and Tony Stewart. In row 6, we have Jeff Gordon and Danica Patrick. In row 7, we have Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Carl Edwards. In row 8, we have Greg Biffle and Clint Bowyer. In row 9, we have Kyle Busch and Brad Keselowski. In row 10, we have Joey Logano and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And in the final row, it's Kasey Kahne. Now, for the command to start the engines. Drivers, start your engines! The engines have been fired, and as the cars roll off, the information of the race, 21 drivers will race 10 laps around Hershey Raceway. And the green flag is out for the Hershey's 200. David Ragan and Kevin Harvick lead the field of green. Going down the backstretch, Denny Hamlin on the apron looking to get third place from Matt Kenseth. He will, as David Ragan leads the first lap of the race. Now Denny Hamlin on the inside of Ragan. He's going to take the lead as Jimmie Johnson works the apron back there in the field, as Denny Hamlin will lead the second lap of the race. 3 wide for the lead as Matt Kenseth takes the lead, and he's bringing Jimmie Johnson along with him. Matt Kenseth is going to lead lap number 3. Jimmie Johnson trying to get second place from Denny Hamlin. Dale Earnhardt Jr. trying to make it 3 wide for second, but he fails to do so. Matt Kenseth will lead the fourth lap of the race. Going into the turn number 1, and Hamlin is around and into the wall, and the caution is out on lap number 5. Let's take a look at the replay here. Looks like David Gilliland might have clipped Denny Hamlin going into turn number 1. That sent Hamlin around, and Hamlin's bad luck is continuing, wrecking for the third race in a row and falling behind in points very fast. And I do believe that Denny Hamlin will be out for that incident. And yes, Denny Hamlin will be out for the rest of the race after that crash. And here's how they will line up for the next restart in this race. We're ready to restart here with 4 laps to go in this race with Kenseth and Johnson on the front row. Kenseth has the advantage going down the backstretch, but Johnson takes that advantage back as Newman is around with Harvick and Logano, and Gordon crashes along with him. The caution is out on lap number 7. Let's take a look at the replay. It looks like Newman went on the apron trying to come back off, but it was 3 wide when he was trying to do so, and he just spun the car around on the loose debris on the apron there, and it spun Harvick around and pushed Logano into the wall, and then Gordon came right in there and hit Newman, and the rest of the field was able to stop after that event there. And Newman, Gordon, Logano, and Harvick will all be out for the rest of the race. And here's how they will line up for the next restart. We're ready to restart here with 2 laps to go with Johnson and Kenseth on the front row. Johnson has a lead going down the backstretch trying to clear Kenseth. And here we come at the white flag. Johnson will be your leader. Biffle is around and he is on his roof. And that is going to end the race, and it brings the caution out on the last lap. Jimmie Johnson is your winner. As you see the damage here between Gilliland and Biffle, a big wreck on the front stretch. Let's take a look at the replay of what happened here. Biffle got clipped by David Gilliland coming out of turn number 4 there, and then Biffle hit the wall hard, and it was such a big impact that the back of his car went up, and Gilliland's hood went underneath of it, and it toppled Biffle's car over, and a big wreck on the front stretch, a big way to end this race. But Jimmie Johnson is the only one celebrating as he gets his win in the Hershey's 200. Jimmie Johnson wins the race, then Matt Kenseth, Dale Earnhardt Jr., David Reagan, Kyle Busch, Michael Waltrip, Kasey Kahne, Jeff Burton, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Tony Stewart, then Brad Keselowski, Carl Edwards, Clint Bowyer, Danica Patrick, Greg Biffle, David Gilliland, Ryan Newman, Jeff Gordon, Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick, and Denny Hamlin. And the points, Kyle Busch is your leader, ahead of 12 points over Tony Stewart. Then Keselowski down by 18, Johnson and Waltrip both down by 19, Kahne down by 21, Gilliland down by 22, Jr. down by 23, Reagan down by 25, and Burton down by 26. And Stenhouse Jr. down by 28, as well as Logano down by 28 as well. Biffle down by 32, Clint Bowyer down by 34, Harvick down by 42. Let's take a look at the rest of the points. Once again, congratulations to Jimmie Johnson for winning the race. The next race is going to be the Napa Auto Parts 200 at Little Rock Speedway. And the soundtrack that you are listening to is Life on the Wild Side by none other than Sam Spence. Thank you for watching the Liquid Thermostat Cup Series. See you at Little Rock Speedway.